aquariums, planted tanks.
I'm having a snail problem with my aquarium right now.
Oh, you have an aquarium?
Mm-hmm.
Um, do you have? Oh, so do you have plants like actual live plants?
Yeah.
Uh,
Wouldn't.
y- you should get assassin snails. They'll kill all the
Mm,
snails.
Uh,
yeah.
That's what I had to do in mine.
I'm planning to like do a massive overhaul anyways. I'm thinking of just like putting boiling water into the substrate and then that should kill everything and anything in the whatever's
Plants.
like whatever eggs are there in the substrate. So
Yeah, but the problem with planted tanks is like you're always gonna get new snails every time you get like new
yeah.
plants. It's like really hard to avoid it. So just get assassin snails. They're like $5 for like one, and like one will kill all the snails in there. Like you might get occasionally like one or two snails, but like snails are not a bad thing anyways. Like you want a couple snails in there just so that they can eat like the algae and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But are we recording right now?
Oh yeah,
Okay. Yeah, this could be part of the podcast.
I guess, yeah.
Aquarium talk.
pre
But
pre pre podcast.
of course, always.
yeah, you don't you don't yeah, it's fine to have like a few snails cuz they eat like the algae, the like the brown diatoms, slimy stuff that gets on the glass, like that kind of stuff. They eat it. So, it's beneficial. You just don't want to have like 30 of them in there cuz then it looks weird and but the assassin snails are cool. They're like they have like a striped
I'm not
shell.
done.
Google it.
Yo,
I go
is that the sweater from H Mart? I mean, not H Mart, H&M.
H&M, yeah.
Dude, nice.
It's like a
Oh,
Bulbasaur, like
I'm so
Oh, that's sick.
jealous. I'm so
Yeah.
jealous. I saw that on TikTok and I was like, damn, I kind of want it.
it's only like $40, so
Nice, 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 nice.
Wait, do they have other Pokemon ones?
I not as I remember. Not that I remember. I think it's just Bulbasaur for now, but I'm pretty sure they should be coming up with a couple ones because like
I
the
saw a
Dunkelite just looks dope.
they have a the Bulbasaur hoodie that he's wearing, and they have a Mew sweater, like pink sweater.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Nice find, nice find.
Anyways, how's it been with you guys?
Same old,
Pretty good.
same old.
Pretty good. Pretty good. That's nice. That's nice. Fucking hell, I just wanted to as Matt, actually I don't know Frank if you were there during the weekend, but as Matt would know, I was out for like the weekend.
Oh,
I got
what's
the
up?
doctor this morning. It wasn't COVID, so thank God. I mean,
Uh-huh.
not that I'd be scared of it at this point, but fucking turns out I got the flu, so that's nice.
Oh
So
no.
if I'm not too loud this episode, it's just because I'm still quietly dying the
Mm.
inside. So
I
yeah,
Yeah,
see.
Reese said that she was sick first, right? And then she got you sick.
yeah. So there's that. But
Schools, man.
anyways,
They're a
how about
cesspool
you
for
guys?
germs.
How's it been?
Pretty good. Me and Frank didn't get to work out together for like the past
Mhm.
few days, but I went for the last 2 days. I went Saturday and yesterday.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, it is October. Trying to figure out a new workout plan, workout split. I think I'm settling on 4 days a week. Cause I don't know what it is, but like towards the end of the month, like I actually did feel overtrained. Like on Sunday when we went, I was just like, damn, I am absolutely tired.
How much do you
Absolutely
weigh?
crushed. I am 140.
Dude, you should eat more. Like
Oh,
a lot
100%.
more.
No, 100%. Yeah, that's the other thing.
Like
I started tracking my macros. I feel pretty good about it, and I like it's pretty apparent that I'm missing like literally 50 grams of protein like every single day. So
yeah, like
out of like 200 I'm
50
supposed to be
What
getting.
if
what does your calorie intake say that it is? later?
It's supposed to be according to the app, it's like somewhere above the 2700s, just like a little bit
Are you
above.
using MyFitnessPal?
I have that app. I just don't like
Mhm.
it.
Oh,
I'm
really?
currently
It's
using
very convenient
stupid
for my
simple
sake.
macro.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like 27 if you're trying to bulk is like not enough. I think you need to be like at least above 3,000 somewhere.
Yeah, when I was
3000.
bulking up, I was like 30. My minimum was like 3,100 or something like that.
Damn. Yeah. With that being said,
It's hard. It's hard to eat 3,100 calories in a day. That was a challenge in of itself.
yeah, I just have to wake up. Like I
What do you
actually have
mean?
to wake up.
That's just McDonald's 3 times a day,
Okay,
man.
let me rephrase that. Healthy calories. Healthy calories.
Yeah, what happened to like, what you eat, what you are is what you eat, man, right?
It was a joke, man.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie, I did eat McDonald's last night though, because I was too lazy to cook and I was really hungry.
That's okay. That's okay. We accept cheat meals out here from time to time.
I mean, nothing bad with the occasional macros as long as you don't do it every day.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'll
I've
grab
been
McDonald's once a week, but yeah. You were saying you've been.
I've
Me?
been
Oh.
doing good on the not drinking soda thing though.
Mhm,
Oh,
I
good.
for like a week, I think I've drank like one diet soda,
mhm.
which is a lot better because I used to just be all day at work just putting diet soda into my cup.
Ooh.
My
Well,
And
yeah.
this
my weakness is either sweet tea or ginger ale. Like always. Like when I'm at our work, it's always sweet tea. When I'm at the other work, it's ginger ale.
Yeah, it's all right for you
Mm.
guys, I guess, because
Yeah.
you guys are like on the leaner side, but me, I'm freaking still fat, so I gotta cut out like as much bullshit as I can right now. Do just more and more cardio.
Yeah, man.
I got I gotta get to the point where I'm doing at least 3 miles now, because like 2 miles is like kind of easy now. Um,
You got to push
yeah,
that
like
last
last night.
mile.
Yeah, like last night I did 2 miles and I was like, next time I'm going for three. Every 3 times 4, so 12 miles a week, maybe starting next week.
Well, it is the new month. It is October, so the challenge has begun. It technically began yesterday. So, we'll
Oh,
see.
so does my 2 miles from yesterday count then?
Yes, 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 yes. Make sure it's
All
just
right.
logged, all right?
I just didn't get a picture of it though. Damn it. It was on the elliptical, and the stupid watch doesn't track how many miles it is
Ah.
if it's an elliptical workout.
Mhm.
So I forgot to take a picture of the screen of the elliptical machine though. All right, so we won't count that one. We'll start today.
Okay. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Thanks. But for our audience, the challenge is by the end of the month, whoever runs more miles will buy the other person Korean spa. Nate,
Oh,
if you
I'm
want
losing that. I'm losing
to.
that. I can barely run a mile in my current like I'm doing strength training, but endurance training is out the window right now. For now, it's all just trying to bulk up and just get them gains. I'll worry about endurance later during the winter months. But so by default, I am buying Matt Korean Spa.
I mean, if
Like
only if you want to
No,
be
you're
part of the
not part of the
challenge.
challenge.
Like, yeah,
I don't
if
think
you want to
you're
be
okay,
part of it,
okay.
yeah,
Okay. I no, I don't think I don't. I do. I don't.
that's fine. That's
I
fine.
told Frank like he shouldn't even
Mhm.
be doing the challenge because he's trying to bulk up. Like doing all this cardio is gonna
Yeah.
kill his bulking, but
Okay.
he's just trying to help me be motivated so I can lose some weight. So
Motivated,
Yeah.
motivated,
thank
motivated. Well,
thanks, buddy. Thanks.
Now you'll get a good run throughout the month, and then you get an amazing Korean spa.
oh, Matt, a little birdie told me that your birthday is this month. I'm not gonna specify the day, but since
It is.
I don't want you to get DDoS, but any plans of that?
Yeah, man. I thought I already told you we're gonna go out to eat.
Oh,
I'm
I
I'm gonna pay for
I
it
probably
so you
didn't
guys
catch that.
so we can go wherever you guys want, but um I was thinking like they were saying like eat. Well, Reese was saying eat and then maybe karaoke after. I'm not sure.
Okay.
So maybe we could just be in Ellicott City, go to Iron Age, and then just go
Yeah,
straight to karaoke
eat,
after or something.
drink, karaoke. That's right.
I'm
Or is it
down.
eat karaoke then drink? Actually, no. Eat first then drink
Yeah, definitely eat
and then
first.
karaoke.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Matt doesn't drink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably take a shot or something for my
Yeah, yeah,
birthday,
yeah.
but
Just
that's
it's a
about it.
special day. It's a special day.
Two
But
shots.
yeah. Besides your birthday, Halloween's coming up. Do you guys do how much do you guys like celebrate Halloween?
I
Uh,
hate dressing up for Halloween, dude.
Ooh, God, God.
yeah, I usually never, dress up for Halloween, but this year my
Oh
girlfriend was
wow.
like, yeah, let's do a couple's costume, and we're like, okay.
And,
Oh
oh,
yeah,
What's the plan?
what's the costume?
We haven't we haven't like put it together yet, but the plan is to
SpongeBob and Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
no, not that. That
No.
although that is a good one, we're doing a Team Magma from Pokemon Ruby and
Oh,
Sapphire.
Oh,
of
that's a
course.
good one.
Yeah. So we just got to go out and
Nice.
find some like red hoodies, some red sweats, red boots, and then do some stitching, and we should be fine.
Officer Jenny or
sewing.
Brock.
That could work too. That could work too.
Yeah,
Maybe next year.
isn't your girlfriend a cosplayer or something?
Yes, yes, she is. So it should
Nice.
be too hard. She's doing a lot of the planning, so I just need to like actually wake up on Saturdays, go to not Sam's Club, Goodwill or thrift stores and find the material that we can put together.
A bit of a sidetrack, but this question would come up since we mentioned cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
In bed, like, do you guys still like try out like different costumes, or is that like you know someone would ask, so someone would have asked at one point.
We haven't gotten there yet.
No, no, I haven't gotten there yet. Matt, you know what that means? He's lying, and they've definitely done it with a
I
costume
know.
on.
That thought never even crossed my mind, dude.
Really? So
Never.
is it just me?
I guess so, man. Like
Playing role playing,
whenever I see those cosplay porns on like Pornhub or something, I'm just like, just doesn't interest me. I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like you take the clothes off anyways, you know?
No, it's better to keep the clothes on. You know, you can keep playing the character.
Wait. So what's do you actually like imagine that you're banging Sakura from like Naruto or whatever?
Who would want to bang Sakura from Naruto, though? I mean,
Or that was just a random example, but that's all I'm saying.
I
Like,
get.
do you actually like imagine that you're banging like the actual anime character?
I don't know because like I've never had a chance to do it with someone cosplaying as a character. That's why I'm asking Frank here, just because I have no experience with doing it with a costume on. So
Yeah, I
I
don't
was
have
like,
that experience either, so
does the
I don't know.
costume like spice things up? Like, you know, that's really my main question.
Well, I haven't had that experience, so I can't really share that with y'all.
Nate's
Mm,
like, I'm
Yikes.
Bulbasaur. Wanna eat my bulb?
Oh, don't say that. Oh God, that. Ugh.
Boy.
Don't ever say that again. That is disgusting.
Censored.
And here's the thing. I know damn well somewhere in the confines of the internet there is porn for that. So, I mean, they already got low punny
There
like
probably
porn
is.
for that, so there's probably Bulbasaur porn. Anyways, let's move on. Like this went sideways real quick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no costumes, not a fan of dressing up for Halloween. No.
I mean, I'll do it only if I get like invited to a Halloween costume party, and then I'll be like,
Party.
all right, I gotta figure something out, and it's more or
Yeah,
less
same.
usually just dressing up from a from a video game of mine,
Mm-hmm.
probably Call of Duty, or that's about it. I don't remember. What
I,
was, Back to the Future. That's my go-to.
Back to the
Marty
Future, that's
McFly.
nice.
Yeah.
I remember 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, for my Halloween costume, I wore you know the dance group Jabberwockies?
Yeah.
Matt will definitely know.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I dressed like up as a Jabberwocky, you know, white mask, black everything, black bucket hat.
Nice. Nice.
And it got so hot in the costume just because I was wearing a mask and then I was wearing like, you know, black, basically winter clothes inside of a house that's quickly warming up because of how many people are there.
Hmm.
But like without the mask, like people will just think I'm just wearing all black and with a bucket hat on. So the entire night I was sweating my ass off, but like I just had the mask on. I
You
think
had to maintain the
I had to
maintain the
maintain
character.
the character.
Yeah,
But
it's
People
pretty
yeah.
just
wild.
automatically assume you're Filipino, even though you had the mask on. Just
No,
because it's a
no.
Jabberwocky costume. Because aren't they all
You know,
Filipinos?
yeah, they were all Filipinos.
Oh, I did not know that.
So yeah. And last year I dressed up as the. You guys know the show Adventure Time,
Mm-hmm.
Matt?
Princess
No, I
Bubblegum.
don't know
That's
that.
No,
that's who you
probably
were.
not. Yes, definitely, definitely. No, I dressed up as a Finn,
Ah,
sword
gotcha.
and everything. I have the I even have the actual hat on.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I could find it somewhere. Not right now, but yeah, no, that was yeah. The reason I bring it up is because like I'm contemplating on well, I gotta find someone who's like hosting a Halloween party and then plan out from there, I guess.
That's fair. That's fair. How
Yeah.
about this? We'll have a Halloween podcast, right? We all dress up in our costumes and we just have a podcast in it.
What day is Halloween though? I
It's
mean, I
on
know
a
we can record it in
Tuesday, so
advance. Oh, it's on the Tuesday.
technically
We could just do
Monday.
it the podcast before Tuesday and then just release it on
Uh,
Halloween, I guess.
Halloween. Yeah,
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
Halloween special. So like we'll record it a week before in our
that works.
Damn it.
costumes.
So now I have to go buy a costume.
You don't have to buy a costume. You just gotta.
I don't want to pay money for a costume. Just
You don't gotta buy a costume. Just grab one of your white bed sheets and then like cut out like black circle, like black paper with like circles on them, and just like slap it on. And there, your ghost.
True.
Or just dress just wear your chef's coat and like get like a Chef Boyardee hat, and then call it a day from there. You're a chef, and then just grab your knives and just hold this the entire podcast.
Oh yeah, you can be the Filipino Gordon Ramsay. How about that?
Yeah. So
okay.
yeah, what'll be your
I'll
name
think of something.
if you are Filipino Gordon Ramsay? What will be what? What's your name then? For Don?
You just say it in a Filipino
Yeah,
accent.
Gordon Ramsay or something. Don't cancel me. I'm Filipino. Just putting that out there, so it's not racist if I make the accent.
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Hello, I'm Gordon Ramsay.
And this is hit or miss.
Oh my god.
But yeah. But yeah, sure. Yeah, we can do a Halloween special.
I think we should. I think it'd
Yeah,
be just in time, like, cause what we usually record on a Monday, but if we're gonna do it a week
Mhm.
before, it'll work out regardless. It'll work out regardless.
I got a pinstripe suit there, and I can put my derby hat on, and I don't know, that's a fucking gangster from like the 20s with like a Tommy gun.
I like that. You can do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I'm just thinking out my head right now. So, but yeah. Anyways, other than that, how's it been, guys? Like I haven't seen you in well, I haven't been at work, so I haven't seen you guys in days. So, any updates? Any news?
On life,
Not
man,
really.
same old, same old. Just taking it one day at a time.
It's been getting quite cold lately. Like, have you guys done Any fall cleaning yet with your closet, stuff like that? Y'all excited for the cold that's coming? Because I am. Like,
I don't really like the cold all that much, but
oof.
Oh.
I do need to go buy like a winter jacket and like some sweaters or something.
I
Are
don't
you
know.
Frank?
Today is ridiculously warm. It's so warm in
Oh
my room
yeah,
right
it's
now.
like 80 something,
Yeah, I didn't even believe my
which is
friend.
weird. It's been like 60, almost 70-ish the past couple days.
No, I mean all last week it was just like all raining anyways.
Oh
I think
yeah,
it's technically from the tropical storm that we had that
yeah.
came through here. But yeah, and I think that's why it's kind of warm right now. But I'm no meteorologist. But yeah, I'm surprised that it's this warm in October,
Yeah.
or like the first few
It's
days of
Maryland.
October.
It's Maryland. It's gonna be. You'll never know with Maryland weather, you know. But
But
yeah,
at the gym when it's like later at night, yeah, definitely wearing more hoodies, breaking out the sweaters. I really wanted. They had a sale at Gold's for some sweaters or some apparel, and I was like, maybe. But then I realized like if I bought it, then I just look like everyone else at the gym because everyone else is wearing it at the gym anyway. So I'm like, you know, what? I'm good. Never mind. I'm fine. I don't need this. I don't need to spend $20 on a sweater.
for me, when it's like, what do you call this? When it's when I go to the gym on winter time, I usually just like walk in like with a t-shirt. Like I usually just like leave the house like with a t-shirt on
Mm-hmm.
and like track pants, just because like I'm gonna be sweating anyways. So like I'll be taking off my hoodie anyway. So I just work out, and like the cold winter air like kind of cools you down when you get out of the gym.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Nah, I prefer working in like pump covers, if that's what you want to call it. Just long sleeve hoodie,
no, it's
long
hoodie, yeah.
long pants or track pants or sweatpants. That's my go-to in the wintertime because like I'm not trying to catch a cold. I just rather just sweat
Cold is
profusely.
just weak. Cold is just weakness leaving your body.
Okay,
That's what it is.
you're not wrong.
Cold is just weakness leaving your body. Why over encumber yourself for a bunch of like bacteria and stuff like that when you're the apex predator, you know?
Of
Don't
course.
don't let some measly little flu get in the way. I mean, I'm not one to say that because like I am being
Yeah,
kicked
so to
in
say.
my ass right now. So,
Yeah,
but
you're the
yeah,
one who's suffering from the flu right now. Stay
yeah.
away from me.
Anyways, what are we talking about today? Like we just been on a tangent the past 20 minutes.
I mean, the only thing I had planned for us was just a recap of what we talked about last week a little bit, but honestly, like this I like the way that we just open up. We kind of just like, you know, talk about whatever we want, and then like when we run out of, you know, steam, then we're like, all right, let's do a recap of what we talked about last week. Do you guys remember what we talked about last week?
We s- s-
No,
Matt,
I'm drawing a
uh,
blank. To be
uh,
honest.
something about starting the podcast.
Yeah, it was more like just podcast related stuff.
Yeah, starting the
Like,
podcast. The reason we're doing this.
mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I mean,
Just some
I
logistical
won't. Yeah,
issues. That's about it.
I
Some
won't
topics that we want to
indulge
talk
too
about.
much if you guys, the audience, are interested. Well, I mean, if you want a deeper dive on what we talked about last week, then only one way to go about it, right?
Yeah, watch or listen
If you
last
can
week's
guys
episode.
watch the previous episode, well, what we're recapping right now, we discuss further in detail. I mean, but yeah. Um. Oh,
Yeah,
I've been. What do you call this? I've been meaning to bring up, but fucking what do you call this? Shit, I spaced out. Matt, Frank, take it away from me for the moment. I try to remember what I'm trying to say.
yeah, sure thing. Yeah, so
Totally unrelated, but the guy that wrote the book,
Oh yeah, you mentioned the book.
This
Mentioned the book
this
last week.
this the subtle art of not giving a fuck. He
Mhm.
was on Iced Coffee Hour like last week. You should watch
What
that. You should watch that.
what is the
Okay.
iced coffee hour? I'm not too familiar
That's
with it.
Graham Stephan's interview show
Hmm.
where he like interviews like anybody he's interested in basically.
Mm-hmm.
He's had like Jay Waller on there and like all kinds of different famous people. Like he just had that dude on there. He did an interview with there's this guy that's like blowing up right now that he reviews your finances and basically tells you like where you're spending like too much money and stuff like that.
Oh, I already know where I'm spending too much money on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
I think
car,
we
dude.
all know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I've actually taken a break from spending money in the car. So right now, it's just like paying off stuff. I'm trying to see if I can get like I just found out I got like $500 of student loan left.
Hmm.
I thought I paid it off completely, but I'm trying to see if I can get that forgiven. I mean, it's not like I can pay off the 500 easy, but like it's more of a principle thing. Like we got promised by the government that our student loans will be forgiven,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna see if I can get that done.
Yeah, man. Just definitely apply for it, even though it's only $500. The likelihood, I wouldn't like
Yeah,
have your hopes too high up.
yeah. I mean, honestly, I could pay it like right this moment if I wanted to, but again,
No, I get that. I get
don't
that.
really want to.
Yeah. But this
I could
this
use that $500 for car parts.
yeah, this podcast that you're talking about, Matt. What's it called? The Iced Coffee? Iced Coffee Show?
Iced Coffee Hour or
Oh,
something
Iced
like
Coffee
that.
Hour. Yeah. What's the authors of that book that you were mentioning? What's the author's name? The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna bring it up. Yeah, like that's like literally the
Oh, Bobby Lee and Ben Shapiro was in it.
yeah. Yeah, he's interviewed
Uh,
pretty much everybody, dude. He's interviewed Patrick Bet David.
Mm.
Anybody that's big on YouTube, he's already interviewed. Dave Ramsey,
Ah, of course,
Brett
Dave.
Brett Cooper, the female Ben Shapiro.
That's her
Have you
name,
ever
Brett
seen her
Cooper.
before? Brett Cooper, yeah, she's cute, but it's weird because she looks actually exactly like Ben Shapiro. If you like put them like side by side, so I'm like,
are
so
we talking about? Are
does
we
that
talking
mean
about
I
Ben
think
Shapiro's
that
sister?
no, it's not
No.
her sister. They're not
His
related at
sister.
all, but
Oh,
they just look the same.
who is
so I,
this? Who is this?
so
Brett
I'm like
Cooper?
so since I think that she's cute, does that mean I think Ben Shapiro is cute as well?
I mean, Ben Shapiro doesn't really have a like for a guy. He's like his face has like very feminine, like has a very feminine feature to it. Like it looks soft,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not like sharp cheekbones, like like it's not like rugged looking. It's very uh like shit. Have you seen Ben Shapiro? Since we're talking about Ben Shapiro's, have you seen his sister?
No, I haven't.
Look it up. I insist on you right now.
Why is she hot?
Uh, look at it yourself and tell me what you think.
Okay.
I think on a scale of like
She she was a bit of a meme for like a good couple weeks though.
when, like not this year.
No, last so this was like 2 years ago or something.
Okay.
Like when she had her baby,
Oh.
and then people found out she existed.
Are we talking about Abigail Shapiro?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's cute, man.
Yeah. And side by side, like they look just a. She kind of looks like Ben just with a wig.
Bro, but I'm telling you,
Jesus.
go look up Brett
That's
Cooper.
not. I don't mean
Brett
that as a
Coop-
diss.
Brett
Brad
Cooper
Cooper.
Brett,
Brett.
Brett Cooper looks more like Ben Shapiro than his own sister does. It's kind
Oh,
of
I can
crazy.
see. I mean, Brett Cooper, like, she's still, what do you call this? She's still cute. Like, it doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, no. Oh, what is this? Oh, she's a conservative political commentator. It says, hey man, she can be conservative or liberal, like, you know,
You
just like
swing.
with yeah,
You
yeah,
swing.
just like with
You
just like with
swing either way.
AOC. Yeah,
You
just like
swing
with
either way.
AOC. Yeah,
Jesus.
just like with AOC, you know.
She can convert you
I,
to whatever
I
side
can
she
be
wants
whatever
to.
party they want me to be. Yeah, I can be whatever party they want me to be. I just hope we don't get famous enough where like this leaks. Well, yes and no. Like, I'm really hoping like we get famous enough where like we're successful but not so famous where like this shit I'm saying right now will get me canceled.
Dude, you're not gonna get canceled, man. You only get canceled when you do something
You're not gonna-
stupid.
You're not gonna get canceled for calling cute girls cute, dude.
Yeah.
It's
I
alright.
guess.
Once you do something illegal, then you'll get canceled.
But yeah, no. But there's a disclaimer now, you know, like I mean I find them attractive in a very respectful way.
There you go.
Just putting that out there in the audience.
There you go.
I
And
wouldn't.
at the end of the day, I don't really care about politics. So you guys can fight about, like, I mean, y'all can like deal with that stuff. I'll just be here
Living life.
living life, I guess. Yeah.
Dude,
But
I used to not really give a shit about politics either, but like lately,
Mhm.
I've been kind of following some of the stuff. You know,
But
it
yeah,
matters. It matters once you get older.
Which stuff? Like the government almost shutting down, or
I thought it did shut down.
Mainly
no? I
like
think it was like
economy
9
type
hours.
stuff.
Ah,
Mainly like economy stuff. Like why are we, giving away so much money to like other countries as aid or whatever? And it's like it's basically like a grant. Like we're paying for all this shit, but it's not like we got to vote whether or not we are gonna allow it. You know what I mean? It's like they just keep. I saw like something on online the other day that was like it's been like some insane amount of money sent to Ukraine, like millions of dollars every day since it started. Is like what
But
it like
it's not actual
equals
hard
out to.
cash though. It's like it's billions of dollars worth of equipment. Like we're not sending them
They still have to
full on
pay.
stacks of.
They still have to pay for it though.
yeah.
They
It's called the Lend Lease program.
Yeah, yeah. Didn't speaking of the Lend-Lease program, what I found out was the money and aid that England borrowed from the US back in World War II just got finished off being paid like somewhere in the 2000s.
Yeah,
They just
I did
finished
hear that
paying
too.
us off
Mm-hmm.
like
Isn't that
in
wild?
in the 2000s. Yeah, like imagine having a that like paying loans for what 70 years,
Yeah, but my
give or
thing
take.
is like when people are paying us back, where does that money even go? Like, do we track where that money goes, or do they just like, oh, this is like some debt being repaid? Do we just like throw it back into the defense budget or something? Like, it's
Probably
not like
yes.
it's not like it goes back to us, to the people. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It-
the government giving us money? Nah,
It's
that's
like,
not.
I mean, even though we're the ones that basically fronted the bill for all of this
Yeah.
shit. It's like it's not like it ever comes back to us. They've never been like, oh hey, fucking England finally paid us back. Like, yeah, you guys get to not pay taxes for 6
Yeah,
months.
it's like
You know what I mean? Like
yeah, it probably just goes back to maybe not exactly the defense budget, but like just somewhere back in the economy, or maybe I don't know, maybe there's even like some backdoor deals like hey, we'll reduce the money you owe us if you, I don't know,
Rig an election.
set up us a diplomatic, like, I wouldn't go that far, but like set up us like some diplomatic perks in like this trade deal or something like that. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
mean, overall, because we do that, that's just how we have. That's how the U.S. has power over other countries. When you put them into debt, they owe us
yeah, it's more of a soft
favors
power
and or
thing.
money. Yeah, kind of sounds like we're
It's more
playing
of a
Civ
soft
right
power
now.
thing than anything.
Can you imagine if we could do that in Civ? It's like, yeah,
I mean,
you can
You-
borrow
you
some of this
kinda-
I mean,
money.
you kind of can
Yeah, I
I
thought
could
you could
fucking
like
do,
pay for favor or whatever.
or like
Oh, yeah,
yeah, or like resources that you need. I'll be like, here, I'll give you this. You know, you can give me that, all that, or I'll give you
That's
this
true.
for free if you vote for me. Like, if you vote for like the policies that I want implemented. You know, stuff like that in Civ. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but no. Funny enough, like we mentioned Civ, but I haven't been playing a lot of Civ lately. I've been in my head down either playing a Project Zomboid or a Cyberpunk with the DLC that came out.
Yeah. I'm surprised you're not done with the Cyberpunk DLC yet. Is it that big?
I've been savoring it, so
Oh,
like I've been easing it. Um, fucking Idris Elba nailed it with his like voice acting in the game.
that's
Like,
good.
that was dope. And you guys know who Sasha Grey is?
Yeah, former
No.
porn star.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he can't say yes because his girlfriend might listen to this, but um yeah, no, so when I first saw that, honestly, like I thought, yeah, you know,
Wait,
I was a
she's
bit
in the game?
not exactly. She's so they made the new radio station,
Okay.
and this isn't part of the DLC. This was just part of like the big up that they did before the DLC. But like they added a new radio station with like fan made music playing on it, and Sasha Grey was like hired to be like the DJ, you know, like the radio voice, the radio person. And
That's pretty
not gonna
dope.
lie, like I you know I thought it was like just gonna be like a funny gag thing, but no, like she also like nailed it on her end, like sounding like a proper like believable
DJ
radio
host or radio
person.
host, yeah.
Yeah. So there's no, like props and notes too for doing a good job in the game. But yeah, it's mainly been a learning curve, like with how much they overhauled the game. It's like essentially playing like a brand new one.
Oh, that's good.
And you know, if anyone's dissing on Cyberpunk because of how it released, well, now it's the game that it should have been. So, you know,
So what you're
if
just
you want to
saying
get
is I
into
should
if
download and install it and then play
yes,
it.
yes, if the audience, you two, want to get into Cyberpunk, now's the time to
Okay.
purchase it. Yeah.
But with the DLC, like, do you is it one of those games where like you have to be a certain level to play the DLC, or can you just be like make a new character, go straight to the DLC?
You got like the DLC doesn't like start until like you progress into like a certain chapter of the story.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah. Um
Not too
and
bad.
if you finish the game, it'll just automatically like it's not, what do you call this? It's not so intertwined with the game where like if you play the DLC at the end, like it won't make sense. Like it still makes sense timeline wise if
Hmm.
you like wait till the end and then play the DLC.
Okay.
But it'd be better if you started at the what mission was it? Like when you meet the Voodoo Boys, that's when it starts like clicking in.
Oh, you unlock that part of the mission. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I think the farthest I got in that game was where you have to like do the fist fight part with that dude. Like it's like pretty early on in the game.
Yeah,
though.
that is like the first 10, 20 minutes of the game right
Yeah.
there.
and then I just stopped playing.
And
Man, I'll probably download it and give it another shot.
I had checking out. I've been like a couple months ago. Like I just finished my third playthrough, and then I was like, okay, with the DLC coming in, I'm gonna take a couple months break, and now I'm running through my fourth playthrough. But like since essentially everything's overhauled, it feels like like my first time playing the game again.
What kind of
But
character do you
yeah,
like making?
I go for like a Netrunner build, like full on like like uh
Is
what
that
do you call
hacking
that?
stuff?
Yeah, the hacking stuff.
Gotcha.
Like full on Blade Runner, hacker type BS going on.
Mm-hmm. Is there sneak
Like that's
involved?
usually my go-to build, just because it's like very like it's so easy. You're essentially like it essentially makes the game into like a click to kill
Ah, I like that.
game. It's like, oh, here, just click that, and then you just clear out an entire map of enemies in like minutes without lifting a finger, essentially.
Really, you can be
But
that strong? I didn't even know
yeah,
that.
yeah, like the Netrunner build can be that OP, and they got this there's this build called like the Sandevistan build. Uh, so like essentially like your character like your like time essentially slows down around you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like people would play like as like cyber samurais essentially, and just like have like a sword, slow down time, and then just like basically go quicksilver around the enemies, just be hacking and slacking, and then by the time the slow mo like finishes, you'll just see like the bodies like drop all at the same time.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty badass, actually.
So, yeah, but like some enemies are also equipped with the same thing you have. So like some of them like matches with you, even though like time is slowing down. Some enemies won't slow down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So there's
Okay.
that. Like you could like yeah, no, it was you could shoot your guns and like the bullet will like just be slowly traveling. So yeah, like everything in game slows down from every physics, every action.
So then it has to be a sword. It's probably the best thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
super fast.
Like I would literally like there'll be times where like I've done that build, not even use swords. I'll just drop grenades. I'll just like walk around dropping grenades like in front of them, and then just walk away. And then when it goes back, all the grenades just explode at the same time
Mm-hmm.
in front of them. But yeah, it's pretty fucking great right now, especially with the overhaul.
Cyberpunk isn't multiplayer, right? Or co-op?
No, it's not. I
Dang.
mean, I don't know how they implement like this time control if it was multiplayer,
That's true. That's true.
but
Just trying to
not
compare it
every
to like,
game not every game needs to be multiplayer though. That's the thing.
oh yeah.
I think people forget that these days.
I'm also just shocked that
Sometimes,
you
yeah.
haven't gotten Starfield yet, but I guess Cyberpunk is, taking up your
Yeah,
time.
yeah. I'm like, yeah, gotta. I don't have time for everything right now, so
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm taking a bit of time. But yeah, that's what I've been doing in my free time lately. How about you guys? Besides, the gym.
Oh man, this past weekend was actually kind of busy for me. I had to like
Mhm.
prep so much food for one, my girlfriend's birthday, and then two,
Mm.
my mom and sister's birthday, which we celebrated last night. It's pretty good.
Oh, happy birthday to them.
Yeah.
How old are they, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know how old my mom is,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
I think my sister just turned 13. I'm pretty sure she just turned
Mm.
13.
Are you like the oldest or?
Yes, I am the eldest. Yeah, we had at-home Korean barbecue, and on top of that, my mom wanted a charcuterie board, so I had to go out grab some cured meats.
Oh, dude. I'm sorry. Sorry to interrupt you for 1 minute, but there's this charcuterie board that's in shape of a penis.
Yeah, where at?
Fucking hell. Let me look it up. Continue your story out while I look up the
Oh, you're talking about, okay, I thought this was like at a restaurant, but no, you're talking
Oh
about like, oh, you
no.
can buy this product and then you can serve it to your guests. I see, I see, I see, I see, I see.
No. I think that's a lawsuit waiting to happen right there. But anyways,
No,
charcuterie board.
not like at a restaurant. Yeah, the charcuterie board was pretty simple. Just prosciutto, suppressa.
Yeah, it's on Etsy.
Ah, I
Nice.
love prosciutto. I
Oh
love.
fuck yeah, prosciutto.
Why is
With
everybody loves prosciutto?
because it's great.
I'm actually not that big of a fan. I'm just like, yeah, it's meh, it's meh, it's meh.
Same thing with Iberico. Oh,
I
Iberico
think
ham.
prosciutto is really good, but you know, you obviously it has to have the cheese and some kind of cracker, like some kind of starch thing, like a bread or something with
Oh
it.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. Are you guys big on truffle?
That
Yeah.
depends on where you put it. And
Yeah. Well, I am a big
sometimes it's
fan of
too
like
strong
this
for me.
truffle cracker that
Mhm.
that I get for the charcuterie board because I'm a big fan of truffle. I don't think it's like each
Is that what we
cracker.
call? Is that what we call rich white people? Truffle cracker.
Truffle.
You're an idiot.
What's the PC term for cracker?
Uh,
Saltine.
Biscuit.
Salt.
the truffle biscuit.
The truffle biscuit. All right, they're like these really small truffle biscuits that that I pick up for the charcuterie board, and I like I really adore truffle. I don't really like it that much, like where everything has to be truffle. So at least the biscuit is truffle flavored. So that's not too bad. You get like a
I
hint of
remember.
truffle. So that's not too bad. What else we get? Some. I think my mom picked up some bread from the Cheesecake Factory, like the brown bread, the
Mm,
Cheesecake Factory, and some butter.
rye.
Yeah, yes, and we had some pate with it as well, and had an assortment of cheese, but I didn't pick up the cheese. My brother did, so it was what. Oh, and grapes, because you gotta have sweet,
Gotta have crabs, yeah.
savory, crunchy,
But
tangy, or sour.
I recommend like if you do like next time you do a charcuterie board, like maybe like candied fruits
Mm,
or like a jam. Like
yeah,
when I do a charcuterie board, like I'll always have prosciutto crackers and like apricot jam.
yeah. I love jam, like a fruit jam, like a strawberry
Yeah,
jam. I prefer like a strawberry jam, but any jam is fine. Anything that's sweet is nice. Even honey is nice too.
honey, yep. Like
There's this
yeah,
thing. There's this thing that we used to make um when I did my OJT in culinary school. I can't remember what it was called though, but it was so good. It was like these grapes cut in half,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's like a salad kind of, and it would have like a little bit of cheese mixed in and like some other stuff. I can't remember exactly everything that was in it, but it had like balsamic vinegar and olive oil
Yeah,
mixed with grapes. That thing was so good, and like cheese, and like it was like goat's cheese, I'm pretty sure. I can't
nice.
remember because it was like 10 years ago, but that thing was really good.
Wow.
Anyway,
Goat's cheese is pretty good. When I was in France, my cousin got me onto goat's cheese. It was like goat's cheese melted on a French baguette, and then we pull it out of the oven and we do drizzle honey on top of it, and that was
oof,
like
oof.
so good.
Yeah, that sounds nice. Is
Like
like
sweet and
the
savory.
honey infused? Is the honey infused with anything or
No, I mean they were just like, oh, have you ever had this before? And I was like, no. They're like, let me get you onto some, and I was like, all
let
right,
me let me
and
write
yeah,
that down actually.
but yeah,
What was it? Like a French baguette?
a goat's cheese. I like you can go very fancy on the goat's cheese if you want, but for my cousins, we were just like, let's just see if he likes it. So they just got some regular goat's cheese and then just regular honey. But I do have hot honey at home, so if you like a little
That
spice,
that's a flavor profile I could play around with. Maybe like for a dessert even, I don't know. Or like a appetizer.
yeah, I could see it as an appetizer.
Yeah.
It's a very light I wouldn't even
Yeah,
like
something.
for an app.
Goat cheese and honey.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do more of a dessert, change out the bread for like a phyllo dough or something like that.
Then no, maybe like I was thinking more about just I wouldn't say dessert. I already got dessert ideas, but like maybe like I don't know, since it's probably more gonna be an appetizer, like with like a thin cut of meat. Maybe. Ooh, what about how about this? What of maybe like anchovies, like just a really thin, small amount of anchovies, like give like a saltiness to it, like a briny to counteract the complement the honey, the the cheese, and the baguette.
Or some caviar, I would say, if you want to
Caviar,
like
oh,
go with that
caviar
route.
too.
But I feel like for me
Honey and
personally,
caviar though,
Oh
that'd
yeah.
be good.
Oh.
No, not really. Now think about it.
Honey and anchovies would be. I don't know, man. I'd have to try it first.
Yeah.
In my brain, it doesn't make sense, but you know, sometimes they don't until you try it.
Yeah.
Like, dude, Neil yesterday he fucking made a Coke float with ube ice cream in it, and I was like, that's gotta be gross. but,
Dude.
but then I tried it, and I was like, wait a minute, it's actually kind of okay.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Because in the Philippines they'll make they don't have like a lot of root beer,
Mhm.
so like at McDonald's they sell Coke floats, like Coca-Cola with like the soft serve vanilla ice cream.
I'm gonna say this right now. I was never a fan of floats.
What?
The idea of putting ice cream on top of a soda,
Yeah, but
it's
root
it's
vanilla
beer-
ice cream
just
is like, yeah, I get it.
I don't care. It's weird. It's gross. Like it's like putting milk on top in soda. You don't do that. That is disgusting. Ugh.
What about a creamy root beer though? You never had cream soda in the can?
I've had
A and W. That's what it is.
I don't get how people like it. I've had it. I don't.
Oh, you
I
just
don't see
don't
the
That's
even
just
like
an
appeal.
that.
American thing. Definitely just an American
I don't see
thing.
the appeal to it. Like I've tried. Like don't get me wrong. Like I like weird stuff. Like I've fucking what do you call this? I've tried snake wine. I've tried balut. I've tried liver. Like I'm into like trying weird stuff. But funny enough, like root beer float, like soda float, is just one of those few things that I'm just like, no man, like not for me.
I mean, from my perspective, like with that, if you're having a float, it's kind of like a time capsule in America as well, and you usually only get it like at diners or at like, I guess like a breakfast place. You
So
definitely don't
places
just
where
go out of your way and just order it like anywhere.
so places where I could feel the racism.
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
100% correct. Like, I mean, I feel like diners around, just in Maryland, like where we're at in Annapolis, like I don't think there's that many diners that do that anymore. And I can't even imagine like, I think it's like one of those foods where it's like, definitely outdated.
They do some. I've seen places that do something like that, but like a modern twist to it.
Yeah,
Like
they
it's
can
not gonna
try.
be your it's not your traditional root beer float. Like they always do like some weird thing to it.
Yeah, like if you go like towards the Midwest, like I feel like that's where it's a little bit more prominent. Or if you even go like California, right? There's probably more like a foodie like energy for like that kind of
Mhm.
floats out there. But I feel like floats are definitely on the lower tier of like drinks or dessert drinks, I guess you could say.
Mhm.
Because like I mean, milkshakes, like you can't go wrong with a milkshake. At least you like a milkshake, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
who doesn't like milkshakes?
Yeah,
That's
milkshakes are just normal.
crime too. Did you guys ever try the Grimace shake?
No,
Like when McDonald's was doing that
no
thing.
thanks, no
No,
thanks.
why was it purple anyways?
Because Grimace is
It was
purple.
blueberry.
It was
I thought it.
blueberry.
Yeah,
Oh.
but I'm so used. But funny thing was, like, I'm so used to drinking taro smoothies
Mm-hmm.
that my brain just naturally associates like a purple smoothie with taro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So when I took a sip on it, I knew it wasn't gonna be taro, but when I took a sip on it, like my brain kind of short circuited. I was like, and I spat out like half the drink on my first drink on my first slurp,
Right.
just because my brain was so confused that it wasn't tasting taro.
So it's blueberry. Do they still have that?
Yeah,
No.
no, that was a limited thing. It was way too sweet too. Like it was way too sweet. Like I
Yeah.
I think what they did was they just blended blueberries with sugar and called it a smoothie because
And
all
milk,
I
of
was
course.
all I was tasting was sugar and some blueberry, but that's it. But yeah,
Blueberry shake. I guess that would be good. I like blueberries.
Oh, I
Why
mean,
not?
like like a normal blueberry shake is good, right? The
yeah, but
Grimace,
A McDonald's blueberry shake. I mean,
no, it's like hella sugar added. Like if you're
yeah,
just gonna,
hella sugar, hella
if you just add
processed.
blueberries on its own, milk, or if you want ice cream, vanilla ice cream, and
I
then
do
if you
ice
want
creams for
sweetness,
milkshakes.
sure you can add sugar, but like maybe at most a couple teaspoons of sugar,
Yeah,
but you can
no,
just replace honey or
they
sugar
do
with
it with it.
honey and it still tastes good. But then you also, if you're adding vanilla ice cream, then like you already get the sugar from the
Sugar from
vanilla
it, yeah.
ice cream.
Yeah.
At that point, it's like, okay, so are you trying to go for healthy or are you trying to go for deliciousness? If you're
I
trying
mean,
to go for
it's
healthy,
McDonald's. I think they're going for the deliciousness part then.
yeah, exactly.
The
But
healthy
like if
part.
you're not trying to do it for yourself, it's like, all right, let's try to get a little
Yeah.
bit of best of both worlds. So mainly a lot of blueberries, and you can even soak the blueberries in syrup if you want, but then it kind of like defeats the purpose.
Yeah,
It's
no,
still
that's
overkill. I feel like if there's enough ice cream, you don't need to add any more sugar.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Speaking of desserts, though, I
Mhm.
figured out an amazing dessert. I didn't really like figure it out on my own, but do you guys know what an affogato is?
No.
I
What is that?
I've heard of it. Is it like a cream thing? Is it
Kind
like a
of.
coffee thing?
Yeah, it's a coffee
Oh, it is
thing.
a coffee thing.
Yeah, it's basically an espresso shot and a scoop of ice cream. Like that's a dessert. So we do have
Oh, okay, then yes.
we have
Yes,
an
I have
espresso
seen one
machine at
before.
work. So I was thinking, why not just do ube ice cream and espresso? I feel like that's like way
mm.
better than
But
the
ube ice
Coke.
cream though, like
So it's just a thing of ice cream that you just pour coffee on top of?
No, not just coffee. It's espresso. It's specifically espresso.
Well, yeah, okay. Gotcha.
so
But yes,
concentrated coffee.
yes,
Yeah, concentrated coffee.
yes, yes, yes.
Ooh,
Yeah, this would be good. I
how
already was thinking about trying ube with coffee at some point. I feel like it would be pretty good.
have you guys not have like have, well, I don't know about Frank, but like Matt, have you never had like those ube rice cakes and like coffee for breakfast?
Ube
Like
rice
those
cakes.
rice cakes?
Sticky ones or
Yeah,
like
the sticky ones, the ones in the banana leaf thing.
oh, so like a suman but ube.
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've had those for breakfast. Yeah, you
Yeah,
drink it
with ube
drink it with
co
coffee or
coffee,
eat it
yeah.
with coffee. Yeah.
Probably something like that, right?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
sounds
no.
good. Put that on the menu.
I
Sunday
mean,
brunch.
if El Jefe, El Jefa, yeah, El Jefa
That's probably one that
proves
I
it.
could convince her to do. Probably.
I mean, we can't even convince her to put garnishes on the ice cream. So what makes you think she'll do that? Which, yeah, no. But yeah, I'm not gonna air out work grievances in the podcast. I'd rather not leave a paper trail
Yeah,
on
me
things that
either.
I say.
Fair enough.
Me
Fair enough.
either.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
that's why I'm not naming names, you know. But oh, speaking of desserts, I've just I think I showed Matt this, but like I just had an idea for a new dessert.
Okay.
It's like so it's like panna cotta. It's like a very fall oriented dessert. It's like a panna cotta
Is this
with
the one
like
with the pear on it?
yeah, with like a mulled wine, poached pear, candied orange, candied persimmon, the halo oranges. What do you call those things? The small oranges.
Kumquats,
Kumquats? Is it kumquats?
the little tiny ones
Yeah, there's the yeah,
that
whatever it
you like
is.
slice thin
Yeah, I
and
sliced
they're
in,
like used for plating. Yeah,
candied
kumquats.
yeah, some candied dates that's like simmered in syrup.
Yeah.
Um, I'm like yeah, so it was that with like the panna cotta's like garnished with like ginger snaps, like crumbled ginger snaps. And then like the mulled wine that I used to poach the pear in, I like reduce it to a syrup. Same
Mm.
thing with like orange juice and brandy. Also got reduced down. So like and then like topped off with like what do you call that? Candied walnuts. Like very full. Like if there was a multiple choice of what describes fall, I essentially pressed D for all of the above.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I got that going on. And I was actually thinking of doing Filipino dessert, Filipino inspired dessert for fall, but since the Philippines is a tropical country, I'm honestly drawing blank. How about
Gotta
you,
be a
Matt?
little
Any
fusion.
yeah,
That pumpkin
any
spice.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have like a lot of very like specific desserts besides like the rice based ones.
mhm,
You know what I mean? And like all those desserts to me are kind of like basically the same. It's like
yeah,
it's like the textures are a little different sometimes, and like some of the ingredients are like one or two ingredients differ from each other, but
yeah,
otherwise it's like all the same. You know, so it's like that's why I never really liked too much of our desserts. So it's like
fruits, yeah,
it's all rice, like it's all carbs.
But
You
yeah.
it's
know,
sweet and delicious.
it is good, but I just get sick of it, like eating the same thing over and over again.
You know what I want to see in the restaurant though? Bibingka.
Bibinka, yeah.
Yeah.
We are thinking about doing like some sort of like December stuff for like Christmas season, but we just haven't like finalized it yet. We need to brainstorm a little bit.
Let's go. But what do you call this? How about what are Christmas dishes in the Philippines? Lechon, the ham, the big ham. What do you call that thing?
Hamonado or
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
hamon.
yeah.
Kind of
Yeah,
ham is it?
that's
Just
basic.
like
That's
ham.
basically it. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
basically just like a honey ham, basically. It's the
yeah.
same.
I never liked that as a kid. Like I'm always down for the lechon, but the honey ham, like the like whenever I'd get it, I'd usually like give it to the dog and just yeah, that was never a thing. How do you,
I
Frank? Any
wonder. I wonder if I
no.
wonder if like a ube mashed potato with like lots of butter and cream would be good.
So kind of like a sweet potato mash, like a mashed sweet potato then, but
Yeah,
purple.
but with
I mean,
ube,
I can see it working. I mean, I don't see why it shouldn't work.
because it's not like the ube flavor is like.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna taste it obviously, but I think it would still go good on the savory side rather than like a sweet
Is
dessert.
ube just purple potato?
Yeah,
Purple yam.
it's like a
Oh,
purple
purple. Yeah.
yam, yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Like slightly different, like flavor wise.
Oh,
But
it's
The
sweeter.
flavor, but the texture is the same thing as
yeah,
a sweet potato.
texture is the same, yeah.
Yeah, it's like very, very similar texture to a sweet potato, like an orange sweet potato.
But
I
yeah,
don't think
no,
I've. Well, maybe I've had. Like I've seen a boiled sweet potato. I guess it's the same. It's just like in for Vietnamese culture. What my mom does. I'm not
yeah,
sure.
we haven't really talked about a lot of your culture, Frank. Please
Well,
enlighten us.
Well, it's the same thing. I feel like it's the same thing where you guys are discussing. It's like
Yeah,
the
I mean
Philippines is
Southeast
like,
Asia.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
a tropical um, location, so there's not really like seasons for colder dishes. But what I was trying to say is like this purple yam. What my mom does, I'm pretty sure we're talking about the same purple yam. All she does is just steam them, like steam them, and then she'll just get rid of the skin, and then we can just eat it whole. Like she doesn't mash it up or anything. We just eat it. And sometimes, like if you even want more sweetness, like you can drizzle honey on it. But
Yeah.
it's
condensed milk.
or yeah, but at that point it's like
True.
already it's pretty sweet. Like it's I wouldn't say it's like overly sweet. It's just like it has enough sweetness in it already where it's like this is like a really good piece of candy at that point. Candy is probably over exaggerating it, but like it's a good enough sweet snack where you don't have to go for sweets like ice cream and or candy. And healthier, I would have to say. A lot more carbs, but probably healthier.
I mean, why not? Like, what do you call this? We treat carbs like it's something to avoid, but like if you're bulking up, like you want to use those carbs because like
Mm-hmm.
what do you call this? Like that'll give you since it's not like a complex sugar to break down with your body, like your body can use that instantly. So it'll help like with a workout and anything that doesn't get used, well, that's bulking weight right there.
Oh yeah, I feel like
So it's actually pretty good. Like
I feel
it's
like
very dense, energy dense.
bodybuilders in foreign countries that's not Western have such a better food variety than Western culture. Because like
Yeah.
I don't know, like if I lived in Vietnam and I was like trying to bulk, I'd probably just eat pho every day and I'd be happy, even though it's
Honestly,
like a lot
yeah.
of soup,
You got your protein, you got your
a
carbs,
lot
you
of
got your
protein.
veggies.
Yeah.
Like
Dude, I
here,
want
like
pho so bad today, but fucking the pho place that's near here that's actually good is always closed on Monday and Tuesday, which is
Oh,
always my day off. So
dang.
it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with the
you
Vietnamese
say that, yeah,
culture always closing on Mondays, but we do that. We always close on Monday. Just
now I
order it
want some
for
pho.
dinner. Wait, you get home pretty late. DoorDash.
Wait, Matt, are you on calls today or
No,
oh
I don't work at all today. I'm off today and tomorrow.
nice.
More time to listen to
Okay. Yeah.
podcasts.
Or yeah, no. I mean, since well, I mean, since we've been going on about food for a good minute now, shall we just make the episode today about food?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? Yeah, since we're here already, might as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start off with I don't know. Weirdest food like you've ever had.
Weirdest food I ever had one time when I was in Korea.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we went to like this like little trip that they took us out into the ocean on like a boat. It was like me and a bunch of other army people. Well, it's me and just a bunch of the other medics actually. It was like me and Brewer and like I can't even remember who else was with us. But anyway, we went out, we caught a bunch of fish. Not a bunch, a couple. I didn't catch anything. They caught a couple fish. I
Okay, so
didn't catch shit.
they caught the fish.
What
And
kind of
then
fish though? Just like any
I
random
can't
fish?
even I can't even remember what kind of fish it was. I think it was like a like a sea bass or something like that. Like
Okay.
I can't remember, but they caught the fish. The guy chopped it up. Korean dude chopped it up and we ate it like sashimi.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't like clean it very good, so there was like still like scales and shit on it. But
Yeah.
anyway, that's not even the food that I'm talking about. That wasn't very good. So we were like still hungry by the time we got back to shore, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got back to shore and we went and ate at this Korean restaurant that was like right off of the water, like right near the beach. And that was the first time that I had tried the live octopus. Like
Ooh.
they had a live like little octopus that they like slice it up like right when you order it, and then
Mm-hmm.
you're supposed to like eat it like while it's like still like moving around.
Yeah.
Like it's chopped up, but it's still moving.
Yeah,
Because
I've
it's
seen
like,
that. I've seen that. Did you
and
dip
like
it in anything?
well, yeah, there's like a soy sauce, sesame oil, like sugar mix thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's little spicy. It probably had a little bit of gochujang in it or whatever. Dip it in that. Flavor good, but it's like feeling it moving around like as you're chewing it. It's I couldn't eat like more than like just a little bit of it.
Did
I had
you?
to wait. I had to wait for it to like die, like stop moving, and then eat the rest of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like all of us tried it while it was like still moving around, but it was still pretty gross.
Nice.
You,
Nice.
Frank, any on your end?
The closest thing that I can think of is definitely balut and then frog legs, but I don't think those even come close to the octopus for sure.
I don't know, man. Balut's pretty gross too, actually. If you really think about it, like I'm just used to it because it's like our culture,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like I buy it all the time, like,
Oh.
and I'll just throw away the part with the embryo, and I just eat like the soup, and I eat the yellow part, the
Oh
yolk.
damn. Nah, I grew up.
But like I'll eat the embryo like on a dare. I've done it like many times. But like if I'm just like buying it just for myself, like I just throw that part away.
Yeah, no, growing up with it, I'm I'm not phased, but I can see where people are coming from. Why? Because it looks gross. Let's be real. It looks gross. But like as someone who's been eating it since I was a kid,
Yeah.
like it just doesn't phase me at this point. Like I can eat the entire thing without hesitation.
Yeah, it's nostalgic at this point. It's like I got this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill this. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah, it doesn't like gross me out anymore. I just don't really like it. You know what I mean? It's not like when they had the you guys might be
Now,
too
if
young
you
for
wanted
it.
protein, balut is where you go get your protein.
Oh damn, yeah, you're so right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Where are the American restaurants with balut for me? I just need my 250 grams of protein, just like that.
If I was allowed to, I would make some sort of
Dude,
dish that has balut flavor in it. But
we should do like a secret menu for the restaurant with like all the
Hardcore.
niche and gross Filipino, like the more niche and more grosser Filipino foodstuffs in it.
dude, people come in looking for like papaitan, and like they come
Mhm.
in looking for like isaw and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And it's
I could
like
go for isa.
What's that?
Chicken intestine. I don't think it's legal. Is it legal to serve here in the U.S.?
I don't know actually. I'm
I've
sure
had chicken hearts. That's also pretty delicious.
Yeah, no, it's chicken intestine on a skewer, so you could see literally like like rows and rows.
Is it a little
Like
chewy?
think of yeah. Think of this right now
Yeah.
yeah,
in a
that
skewer.
is.
It's essentially what it is.
Nice, nice, nice. FDA not approved.
But yeah, no. I'm sorry, you were saying what do you call this? You had frog leg and what now?
Oh, just balut. I think that's
Oh yeah.
Frog legs to
about
me
it.
are delicious, man. I like frog legs.
I wish I had like the where I had it was at a
If they
Hispanic
cook them just
restaurant.
like a, if they cook them just like a chicken wing, like
Yeah,
crispy,
fried
and then
frog
fucking
legs are
some kind of
good.
like good sauce on them, like that shit's good, dude.
Yeah, I wish they had the better sauce. I feel like my experience they just like had like salt and some like lime juice on it, and that was about it. It definitely looked like a chicken tender, like it, but it was just tangy. I just wish that it was like a chicken wing. That would have been nice.
Better sauce, yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably what it was.
I've had frog legs
What
like
about chicken feet?
raw.
I don't even think that's weird.
Yeah, I
But
think
sure.
that's just fairly common. Like I've seen what do you call this? I'm trying to not sound offensive here. But I've seen white people like eat chicken feet. So I think it's fairly past the point of being too niche, you know.
So once the
Like
white people accept it, then it's not weird anymore.
I mean, No, no, I wouldn't say like white people. Like I'm talking about like your suburban white people because like I've seen like Southerners like like more rural kind of people like eat weird shit. Like
Like
I've seen them eat
alligator or
snake. Yeah,
crocodile.
yeah.
Ooh,
So
snake.
like
Yeah.
if
So
they eat it, I'm not
once
gonna bat an eye. But if
once the
Dave
hipsters once the
exactly
hipsters accept it, then it's now
exactly
it's now okay.
if Derek and Dave from the local frat house eats it, I was like, then I'll be like, okay. But no, speaking of like southern stuff, I've had like what do you call those things? Rocky Mountain oysters.
Oh, that is disgusting, dude.
What is that?
It was a goat or buffalo. It's basically the balls
Oh,
of
Testicles.
testicles of like the goat. I think is it
okay.
goat or buffalo?
No, it's like a buffalo testicle, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
That's
buffalo
Rocky Mountain
testicle.
oysters, yeah. That's disgusting. I've never tried
It,
that.
it was
I will never try that. I went to this place in the Philippines one time too that was selling penis, like a soup with penis in it, like chopped up penises. And I was just like
yeah, no, no, I can't do that. I can't do
I was like,
if
I can't. No, I'm not doing that.
if I
I'm
see
not
the tip
trying
of
this.
if I see the tip of a penis on on the soup being served to me, I'm throwing hands. Like I'm gonna be throwing hands to the server. I'm gonna be throwing hands to the cook.
What is this? What
Like
is this?
there will be chaos in that restaurant.
You just made me eat dick.
Yeah, exactly. Because like okay, like here's the thing. Like I said, like I have the Rocky Mountain oysters, but like at the end of the day, they're spherical enough that like you can just pretend oh it's just eggs, or some other spherical thing.
Okay.
But like the shape of like a penis is very like definitive. It's like you take one look at it and you're like, yeah, that's a penis, like no doubt about it.
Dude, oh god, that would be so funny. We should do an episode one time of like we'll like be like in like a random like public place with a sign that says eat a dick for $1,000 and we'll just have a fucking bowl of penis soup. if
Oh
they
my god.
eat it if they eat it, we give them $1,000, dude, but they gotta eat the whole thing, bro.
Oof.
There's easier ways to get arrested.
You can't get arrested for that. It is what it is, dude. It's not like it's fucking wrong to say dick, and it's like, but where do we find it is the question. I don't think there's suppliers in America that have that kind of stuff. You would have to go to like a mom and pop's like butchery place that like they have like their own cows or something, and and buy the
Yeah,
penis.
no, I'm not gonna. You could give me $5,000 and I still won't
Dude,
eat a
I guarantee you there'd be some like fucking desperate like college kid out there that's like, all right, I'll do it.
As long as it's not just like boiled soup and dick, I'll be
No,
fine.
I would try to make it taste good. Obviously, I'd make it. It's the one that was in the
some
Philippines.
saltiness, some tanginess to it.
Oh,
It'd have to be spicy. It'd have to be spicy. Yeah, I mean, I would season it. It wouldn't just be like fucking boiled. That would be disgusting.
Is the tip gonna still look like a tip, or is it is it gonna be chopped off into tiny little pieces?
No, yeah, I think we'd have to chop it up so it doesn't look exactly like
Like a
what
penis.
it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, you don't want people
but
choking
yeah,
on it. No.
but just the mere
no,
fact
there's
of
some
them
people
like
who will not gonna choke on it.
just the mere fact of like them knowing what it is before they eat it is probably like enough for most people to like throw up though. Like just take one bite and just be like
Ugh. But no, I've had Blue Mountain, not Blue Mountain oysters, Rocky Mountain oysters, and what do you call that? Uh, danger worm, snake. I've had
Danger
snake
Danger
meat before.
worm, snake.
Danger worm.
Danger
worm.
I forgot the word for snake there. Snake. I've had snake before. That was weird because like I don't know if like they didn't fully clean it, but like there was like a bitter aftertaste to it, and apparently that's just like the poison or venom that I was tasting.
Where did you
But
have
yeah,
all
no, that was
these meals or foods?
fucking what do you call this? I was in South Carolina for what do you call this? For a friend's thing.
Uh huh.
I had it there,
That's cool.
and then the what do you call this? The snake. I actually had that. I think it was still back in the Philippines.
Hmm.
Like when we went there, like we had like a food thing going on. Like I went for like a food splurge, I guess.
Gotcha. Like a food
Just
tour.
because like yeah, food tour, yeah. So there was those things, yeah.
Rocky Mountain
But
oysters are pretty common, I think, in Colorado because that's where the Rocky Mountains are. I think that's where what they're like named after. So I've never actually tried them, but I've just always used to hear about them, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I think there's a restaurant in Colorado that like specifically like serves all kinds of like weird shit. Like I've heard about it, but I never went there. Like they have like snake, alligator,
I
Rocky
want to
Mountain oyster.
try alligator. That's what I
I
want to
think they
try.
even have like beaver and shit there. Like they have like
Ooh,
weird shit
beaver,
around
yeah.
there.
Interesting. Interesting.
Don't they serve is it Canada? Or maybe it was a
Moose.
European thing. Like they serve beaver tail.
Oh.
Just the tail? What? Isn't the tail just like all? I guess they have that weird like flat tail, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder what that
I
tastes like.
forget where it is, but like but there was that, yeah.
What about uni? Sea urchin. Have you
Uni
guys had that?
sea urchin? Yes.
I have not tried that yet either. I
Yeah,
heard
it's
it's
like
really. Do you,
it's
do you
weird.
you just eat it like sashimi, like fresh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
essentially, yeah.
Yeah. I
It's
would
like
definitely go to like omakase and have it that way. Try to have it at like the best sushi restaurant you can get it if you're trying to get a good experience. For my first
it's like
experience, it was not good. It was like it was way
it's
too
like
much for no reason. I don't know why they did
how do
it.
I put this? The flavor is like have you ever drank seawater before by accident, like you were swimming in the ocean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Think of that flavor, but like a bit more concentrated, and then like in a almost gelatinous form.
So it's just like naturally super
It's
salty.
straight
I
up
wouldn't say
ocean.
it.
You're
Yeah, you literally do taste the
you're
ocean. It's
straight up
so
ocean.
fresh.
It's
It's
straight
really
up
good.
ocean.
I
Yeah.
probably would like it. I crazy thing like before I never used to like really like oysters either. So like they're just like slimy and like
Not an oyster fan.
Yeah.
no, but I am now though.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah,
like
no, it was
the
great.
last vacation that I went on with my cousin Angelica when we went to Florida, we actually had some like really good oysters at this one place that we went to.
Mm-hmm.
She loves oysters. So I was like, all right, I guess I'll try them. And again, because I think the last time I had oysters before that was like Hooters oysters or something like that. And those were like not good.
If you want good oysters, ask them where they get their oysters from. If it's like New York and above, it's like New York all the way to Canada. That's where you get like the best tasting oysters. Anything lower down, like you don't get like that brininess to it. Like you're essentially just like eating snot.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Like and anything lower than that,
Yeah, because
but like
I
but like
usually would
like
never
yeah
order them, but the place that we went to in Florida, like they were actually really good. And like they were fresh tasting and like they had
yeah
like these like different sauces that you could pour on them and all those sauces were like really good. So I started liking them after that.
like like New York and New England, Canada, like all the colder waters essentially. Like the oysters taste better there.
Do you put
They're usually
anything?
smaller those.
Do you put anything in your oysters, like lemon or lime juice or
Me?
hot sauce?
No, no. I,
Oh,
I
you
I eat
just
it as is. Yeah, I like oysters, so I go for as is.
gotcha.
Although there's I went to this what do you call this? This Japanese place. They did oysters with like what Matt was saying. Like it was oysters with like some like sesame kind of like sesame like tempura sauce that they
Oh,
give
like
you that you
ponzu?
can put over ponzu. Yeah, like ponzu sauce
Mm-hmm.
that they pour over the oysters. That
That
was
sounds good.
nice. Yeah, it was- but yeah, no, like pretty much that's with oysters. How like what do you guys? What's the most expensive food you guys had?
Oof.
I've never had like actual wagyu or like Kobe steak, so I haven't had that one yet. I do want to try that.
Ooh,
Probably
there.
the most expensive thing is truffle, I guess.
Oh my
Well,
god.
technically saffron, because saffron is the most expensive thing in the world per gram.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
you're not eating like pure you don't eat saffron, as is like
Why
I
can't
guess
I?
that's true.
Nah. Oh god, guys. If you guys want wagyu, there's this Japanese. All right, so yeah, all the hype is always over like Korean barbecue, but Japanese barbecue, if you really want wagyu, there's a place in Rockville, like the nicest place of Rockville I have ever been to, and holy shit, it had like he'll cook it right in front of you. You can see the fat just like coming off of it. It's so
what's the
nice.
name of the place?
Oh man, I don't remember. I have to Google it. But then also on
You
top of
can't
that,
be saying this and not be saying the place, man.
I got you. I
Especially
got
if
you.
it's local.
And then you get a little bit of truffle salt that you get to dip it or like season it with, and like oh my goodness, this is the best piece of wagyu I've ever had. Like in the past, there's a place in DC. It's called Union Market, and there's a butcher there, and you can go and buy wagyu yourself there too. I'm pretty sure they import it from Japan, but my friends and I were like, we're gonna make sliders out of these. Let's just say the tenderness of wagyu on its own does not suffice for sliders. Don't grind up. Don't
Yeah,
ever grind up.
why are you grinding up? I
Cause
didn't
I'm
want to
not.
say anything, but you
I'm
brought
not
it
a
up,
chef,
so
alright. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, you know what? Let's just try
They
it.
did that on they did that on that one show. What's the bald dude's name? The
Oh,
YouTuber.
binging with Babish.
binging with
No,
Babish.
not
No?
that guy.
Oh.
He's like a Latino guy. He has a pretty Latino accent, and he
Hmm.
does like all kinds of experiments with food. You gotta know this guy. He's the most
With
famous
food or steak?
food, all kinds of food. But he does a lot of steak though. He does a lot of steak. Yuga, is it Yuga or
Yeah,
Guga?
yeah. That's why I was asking if it's steak because like he does a lot of steak stuff.
Oh.
Yeah,
He ground up wagyu.
yeah. He tried it
I
for
mean,
burgers.
I
And
don't get.
he did like a Wagyu ground burger, and then he did like a Black Angus one. He did three different kinds and did like a side by side comparison. And he was like, the Wagyu is definitely good, but it's like a waste of the.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
It's
because
like
definitely a waste.
it's
It's
like a
such a
waste.
waste.
Yeah.
Like
the whole point is
no.
like the marbling. Like if you're gonna grind it up, you just made the whole marbling useless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
I
wouldn't
had
recommend it. Don't ground it.
I had Wagyu at Nobu, like Nobu DC. That was
I think I know
out
what
of
you're talking about. I think I've heard of that
Wait,
place.
they have a Nobu in DC?
yeah.
Oh yes, 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 yeah. It's right next to is it Georgetown?
I've never
think-
been
I
to
don't
Nobu yet.
remember. That was like one of the most priciest nights of my life. But yeah, I had the Wagyu there and Nobu, and of course I had to get the
How much
cod.
was that? Like $500?
I think it was like per ounce. It was like $40 per ounce or something like that. So
Oh,
I think I got
So
like 4
close.
ounces or something. Yeah.
the
So
Japanese barbecue place
$200
is
plus
called
whatever
Gyozu.
other.
It was. I knew it was the steak itself was like in the 3 digits. Like
Yeah.
that's all I remember. But yeah, that was the most expensive one I've had. But
Yeah,
I
if
get
you
like a singular meal.
If you guys ever
Like a
get a
singular
chance,
food.
definitely try Wagyu at Gyozu. That's the place to go.
Gyozu.
Gyozu.
Mm-hmm. I'll send it to you guys on the
Gyozu,
Discord.
Gyuzo Japanese barbecue. Oh, wow. Brockville, Town Square. Shit. How willing are you guys to get sick right now? Do you guys
No,
want to go there tonight?
I do not want to go with you tonight while you're sick. That's not good, bro.
Wow.
You're sick. Your palate isn't even there, right? You gotta just wait till you get better, and you can enjoy the entire full experience.
Maybe should I just get some pho instead? Go for some pho right now.
But yeah, they also
Yeah, me too.
have a man. This place is just so good. I've only been there once. Took there.
There's a Vietnamese guy that I used to work with that said pho 7 was the best pho, or pho 7 up or something like that. Can't remember fucking what he said.
why would he say something like that? Why would he say something so controversial?
Yeah, if he was a true Vietnamese, he would have said the best pho is made by his mom.
That's also true, for sure.
Oh, Frank, just a quick question. We like when this is getting edited, we are gonna cut out the pauses like in between, right?
No.
No.
Why would I?
We haven't
Why
had
would you
we
want me
haven't
to do
even had
that?
any pauses.
You know how much
That would take
effort
too
that would.
long.
Yeah, that like unless I would only do that. That
If
I mean
there's
that.
like a really long awkward pause, like a really long awkward thing where
Mhm.
we like don't know what to talk about, then yeah, probably cut it out.
Yeah, just having
If
cuts in
it's
the.
like 30 seconds or longer or something.
Yeah. Having cuts like that, like yeah, it would look and sound a little bit nicer, but like I don't know. I don't. Some of that editing style is like very. It's just at that point very tedious editing, and like I wouldn't want to be the one doing that. Let's just say that much. Like yeah, it's nice, but nah.
Did
When
you
we're
edit the
big-
first one yet?
Yeah.
No, I did not.
No.
I did not get a
Haven't
chance.
had time.
Sorry.
When we're big enough, we can hire someone to do that for us.
Oh yes,
Yeah, when
most
we're big
certainly.
enough. But
Most
right
certainly.
now, no.
Yeah, these episodes will come out when I'm not like procrastinating doing them. Like it's not hard to edit. I just need to like we already have an intro, which is great because we got that from last week. We have an outro, which is also great because we have that from last week. But it's just finding the time to just move those clips, or I think what I'm gonna do is like just edit those the intro and have that as its own video file, and have the outro as its own video file, so I can just drag them into the spots that it needs to be, obviously the beginning and the end for every single podcast, and then we can just ship it. But I think like
don't know.
besides that, I think it's more important right now for us to get as much content for TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. I don't think it's that necessary to be cutting our long form content into like even shorter form just because of like pauses. I think pauses are important because like it shows that at least we're taking a brief pause to think about what we're gonna say next and then going into it instead of just like, all right, this is on my mind, just fire away.
Yes, the pho place is open actually right now. I just looked it up.
Nice.
Pho Thai 63. Dude, this place 64 reviews on Yelp. Guess how many stars it is?
5 out of 5.
After Yeah, dude. Still 5.0 rating after 64 reviews on Yelp.
Wait, did you
Like,
say it's a
that's
pho,
that-
like a Vietnamese and Thai restaurant?
No, it's the Pho Thai 63. TAI is the spelling, not like Thai, like not like Thailand Thai. TAI.
Oh.
I got some leftover pokey.
I'm
But
definitely
like
going
my
there after
stomach
this.
isn't. I got a poke bowl in the fridge right now, but like I don't know if my stomach can handle it right now.
Gotta eat. You gotta have some soup.
I've been having congee the past couple days. I just want something solid in my mouth. Dude, don't cut that out and make it too weird. Edit. Okay, let's put that out there. Don't
That's gonna be a
edit that
bit
into
now.
something
That's gonna.
weird. Yeah.
Nate likes hard things in his mouth.
Yeah.
It's solid things in his mouth.
Too bad you two can provide that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to provide
Wow.
a service like that. I'm good. You don't even pay me.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Dude, I remember back in the day in the Philippines, like when I was young, there would be like these creeper gay dudes that would be like trying to trying to hit on like these like us, like little kids. I think I was like, I wasn't a little kid, but I was like 13 years old. And they'd like come up to me and be like, offer me money and be like, I will pay, they would pay me money if they could suck my dick. Like literally, I had a guy offer that before. So this
How
gay
much?
dude in the Philippines.
I mean, $20
Back,
is $20.
back then, he was offering. I think he offered like 500 pesos.
Also, these weren't like bums off the street. They were like,
No, like these guys had like a little money. Yeah, like
mm,
he didn't look like a poor guy, but he was just like a fucking creeper. Like back then, conversion rate was probably like 25 to 1. So 500 would probably be, yeah, $20.
look at that, $20 is $20.
Because 500 now
Yeah.
is only like $10, but back then it was probably like, yeah, $20. Shit, $20 now is not even $20 then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, $20 then
Everything.
had value. $20 now can get you, I don't know.
2 meals at McDonald's.
Yeah, 2 McDonald's meals, maybe.
Back when
Maybe.
cheeseburgers were 25 cents. Can you even imagine that? A fucking 25-cent cheeseburger like in like 1960? Like that's so insane.
It's yeah. Inflation is real. Inflation was real when this year the 2 for $3.50 went to 2 for $3.99, and then Spotify increasing their monthly subscription as well. It's ridiculous.
Everything's gone up, man.
Is it?
Netflix.
I didn't notice the Spotify. I definitely noticed the Netflix one, but not the Spotify one.
Oh,
Dude,
well, you have
gas went
Spotify
up.
Student, so right?
No.
You don't have Spotify Student? What are you doing? You get Hulu with it.
No, it just never crossed like yeah, I mean I guess I can get Spotify Student, but like
Yeah, you have an email, like a student email address, so you can
yeah.
get Spotify and Hulu. But Hulu has ads, but at least you get Spotify and Hulu.
No, I'm under the family plan for the Hulu one, so
Oh,
that's why I'm not too worried about Spotify, just using Spotify Premium. But yeah. But yeah, no, like Spotify Premium like went up like a couple cents or something like that.
I think so. It was like $9.99. I think it's like $10.99 a month now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Netflix went up recently too, right? Was
Yeah.
it last year or this year?
I
And
think
now
it's been going up every year.
yeah, now they're cracking down on the sharing passwords thing. Dude, like I remember gas when I first started driving, gas was $1. $1.
Gas
a
was like
gallon.
2 something for me, almost 3. Each time when I broke 3, I was just like, and now it's over 3, and it's like 3.50 something now. I'm
Yeah,
just
like pre-COVID.
"Ah."
Remember like pre-COVID days when like gas was like when gas was like $3, we were like, whoa. But now these days, if gas was $3, we'd be celebrating.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Like I
should.
remember like during like COVID, like when everything was shut down, gas was like 2.70 a gallon, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm paying $4 10 cents, give or take,
You probably that
or
premium
per
stuff.
gallon. Yeah, it's the
Damn.
only thing the car takes.
Maybe that's one reason why my Mini died.
What? You're just putting
You're
regular
putting
gas?
regular.
No, I was putting premium for a while, and then I was like, fuck
Mhm.
that. I'm just gonna put regular, and then
Yeah,
obviously.
that. Yeah, no,
No,
like,
that's not a recommendation. Like that, you actually have to do that.
yeah,
It'll
yeah,
break.
it's not a
It'll break the.
suggestion. It's not a
Yeah,
suggestion. It's a
Yeah,
it'll actually break the engine if you don't use the right kind of gas, dude.
that makes
That
sense.
so for sure that's why your car died.
Yep.
it's probably not one of the reasons. It's probably the reason.
Dang.
But yeah, no, fucking seriously, like I got a 13-gallon tank, and like to top it off is like $62, give or take. 63, 62. But like, come on, like that's a lot. Like that's a lot for that small amount of gas.
I mean, you're paying
Like my
top.
mom's what?
You're paying premium.
Yeah. My mom's SUV takes like $40 to fill the entire thing, and it's got a bigger tank than I do.
No, yeah, I get that. That's how I feel. I'm like, okay, $40, normal gas, not bad, not bad.
And what's crazy is fucking salaries haven't gone up at all since then.
Yeah.
Like salaries were still like around 60K was like average back then, right? When in like 95 or
Yeah, 60,
96, 97. 60K was like
60.
as still kind of like basically what you would make with a college degree, like as like an accountant or something, right?
Yeah, 60K can get you somewhere back then. 60K is barely enough to live. Like
60K, I would say 60K right now is like being comfortable. Just like
After taxes,
you're-
sure, yeah.
yeah, like you're comfortable. You're not balling, but you're not like struggling for money as a
like
single person.
you're
I
not
don't know
living.
about with
Yeah.
kids. I don't know about with kids,
Oh,
but
you're
I
definitely gonna be struggling.
speaking as a or not a single person, but a married person with no kids, I'm like fine, right? I'm not like fucking crying over money, but I'm not driving a Bugatti either. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
no
not
What
way.
is your
balling.
Bugatti? Yeah, like 60K. Like if 60K is enough to get you by without worrying. 30K is like you're worrying every day. 60K, it's enough to get by without worrying, but like you can't be going on vacations either.
You do know that
Like if it's
60K after taxes is like 40K.
40K, yeah.
So
And
like
yeah.
the difference between if we're talking just, you know, how much you take home, 30K is like, yeah, you are definitely struggling. Like and then 40K is just like, yeah, you're struggling still, but like just barely.
Yeah.
Like in order for you to take home 60K, you need to make between 80K and 90K before taxes. Once you make 100K, then it's like, okay, now you're actually living comfortably
Yeah,
as a single person, no kids. You know, you have
yeah,
a
for a
car.
single person living,
Yeah.
being plus like what do you call this? If you're married or have a significant other, and then you guys are both earning give or take 60, 70K, even after taxes, that's like you're still gonna be able to live a good life because like you're not paying rent on your own, you're splitting it with someone,
It depends on how
food
you define a
costs,
good
yeah.
life. It depends on how you find comfortable.
Well,
I would
Sure.
comfortable, yes.
comfortable, okay.
But the thing is like once you have a kid, then what the fuck are you supposed to do? You know what I mean? Because like
Spend the next 18 years.
childcare is so expensive that it's like you basically is the 60K one person salary even cover full-time childcare? Like I don't think
No.
it even does.
No, it does. I like.
Like I'm talking 60K like before taxes. So like after taxes, whatever's left, does that
No.
what
Then
does
the answer would be
whatever
no.
left
No.
even cover full-time childcare? That's what I'm saying. It's like
No.
insane.
Because 40K is like, okay, 40K. Let's just take the big expenses. Rent, if you can afford to rent. If you're lucky enough to like live somewhere, own your own place, then like fine. Mortgage and or rent is already like your biggest cost, and then after that would be your car, right? And then car insurance. Like those are like the biggest factor. and after that, it's just food for yourself. I would like estimate comfortably for all
Oh,
Americans.
utilities.
I mean, that's kind of like part of the rent and mortgage
Rent,
payment.
okay.
I'd have to say, but like just those 4 things alone, probably like 2 to 3K. And then if you really want to splurge on yourself for food, like you're eating out from time to time, and then also cooking for yourself, that's like another 2K.
What
Depending
health
on where you shop.
insurance?
Depending on where you
Health
shop.
insurance.
Yeah, no, I don't think 2K. I
No,
spend
no. That's 3K plus 2K. That's 5K alone per month for yourself.
No, for food alone. I'm saying you said food alone is 2K. Is that what you said?
Yes.
I don't think it's that much.
That.
I eat. If you think about it, if you eat out
If you
every
eat a
single
lot,
meal,
yeah.
I eat out twice a day. So if I eat out twice a day at $15 on average, so that's $30 a day. That's $900 a month.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you're married, you're actually cooking like 40% of the time, it's not going to cost you that much. So it should be a little less. Maybe like 1,500 for 2 people.
Okay.
That's with that's like with some eating out and like some
Also,
cooking.
if you work in a restaurant, you can offset your food costs by just eating at the restaurant that you work at.
Of course, yes. I mean, that's the way you gotta like money pinch. Like some people out there are doing that. I'm telling you, like 5K, okay, let's just be at the lower end 3K for yourself, just yourself. At the higher end, just for yourself is 3K or 5K, and that's a lot of money, right? That's literally 60K a year that you would just spend on yourself. So if you don't have 60K to spend on yourself, how can you imagine having 40K and having a kid by yourself? This is not feasible. It's just not feasible. Like the math does not add up.
Yeah.
Or you just move out in the boonies. Like live.
No, I mean I've considered moving to another country just for a lower cost of living, and then just working in the United States, just work remotely. So then the dollar just goes further in a foreign country.
Like
it's that, or
Mexico or something.
Yeah, or I can just move to the Philippines,
Yeah. Or Vietnam.
or even Vietnam. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now we just got to figure out some kind of small business thing to make money.
That
It's
is
the only
also
way
the way.
nowadays.
That is 100% the way. Small business, not living for the paycheck, work for yourself, make that.
We gotta figure
bread.
out. We gotta figure out the thing that you're talking about with opening up an LLC and then building up some sort of business credit, because I wanna at some point try to buy like a small business, like a laundromat or something like that. Like I think that's gonna cash flow better than like trying to get straight into real estate right off the bat. Real estate can be later.
No, you're definitely right. I feel like that's a good approach. We also, if that is the idea, I mean, owning a laundromat would be nice. It's just like we have to find those former business owners or business owners that want to get out of the game, like you were saying a couple weeks ago. Buy it from them, renovate it, upgrade it, and then like slowly have the cash flow coming in. I think that's a good approach to owning a laundromat. But from what I've seen online, from my research, a lot of like current laundromat owners don't want to give up that kind of business because the cash flow is pretty good.
The cash flow is really good, and apparently it's one of the least to fail kind of businesses. Like it's actually super easy to maintain. I was reading, or I was listening to this book last night. Hang on, I'm looking for it in my Audible.
And while you mention, or while you look for that, I feel like, I don't know, from my perspective with laundromats though, they kind of like operate in like the lower end, I don't know, I guess more impoverished neighborhoods. That's just my
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense because like
most people that have money have washing machines in the house.
Yeah.
Right. So like we also have to be able to like navigate that. I don't think it's gonna be difficult. I'm just saying like that's just something that we should definitely consider.
Yeah. It's called Buy Then Build. So it's about buying small businesses and then like building them out and
Mm.
making them better and making them cash flow better. But he was saying that the statistic is like because of the boomer generation, you know how there were so many of them. They
Mhm.
own like so many small businesses that between now and like 2029, it's like I think he said 1 trillion small businesses are gonna like be up for either being sold or are just gonna go away. He's like
I
saying
see.
that
I see. I see.
he's saying that like right now in 2023 up to like 2029, the number of boomers that own small businesses that are retiring every day is like 11,000 people.
Mm-hmm. What's this
Every
book called?
single day. Um, Buy Then Build
Is there like?
by
Did,
Walker Deibel, Deibel.
okay. Hmm. I mean, that
But
sounds
like
interesting. Is
with
there like?
laundromats, like the big expenses will only be
The equipment
equipment. If like one of the machines
repair.
break down,
Yeah, yeah,
utilities, water, electricity.
yeah. But the beauty of the laundromat thing is you only need like one person there at all
Yeah, but
times.
plus other than that, like it's not like with it's not like the customer will only like do one load because like it's usually at least what 3 loads give or take
Yeah.
Yeah,
per person, and what you pay, let's say what $1.25 per load. I don't know. I haven't been to a laundromat.
no, it's like $3 and something
Three
now.
dollars. Okay, but
And
just with that
drying.
just with $3 alone, that's already the electricity and water costs back.
Drying is only like about $1.50. It's actually cheaper.
But yeah, like that's just for one. That's for one load. For like, okay, let's say $5 a person. Like that's wash and dry per
Mm-hmm.
load. You already got your money back with the cost of electricity, the cost of the
Yeah.
water to run that thing.
I mean, you price it because you know how much
Yeah,
electricity and water each load costs you, and then you price it according to that. But yeah, it's basically impossible to lose money. I mean, unless like you're just in a shit location.
And your
yeah, you
equipment
get
breaks
robbed.
down.
You get robbed every
But like,
day. I don't know.
but like Frank was saying, you're probably always gonna be in a shit location, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I feel like you're
It's
just in
more of
a.
a shit location in an open area where everyone can see you. Yeah, like that. That's how.
Yeah, but even the ones that I go to sometimes around here,
Mhm.
packed, full, dude. The other day when I went, it was packed,
Oh, I
and I
mean,
was just like,
the advertising could be like really simple because when I think about laundromats, like yeah, it's in shit locations or impoverished locations, but then
You
also
don't
there's the
even need to
demographic of like
advertise.
no, I
You don't
mean,
even need to advertise laundromats because people will be looking for them,
mhm.
and they don't really care. People who look for laundromats
like
wouldn't really care too much what it looks like as long as the machines work.
like imagine having a laundromat just dedicated to college students.
That would be the most rant. That would be the most trashed laundromat there is. Then
Yeah, it could be, but I mean, at least you still have a customer base. I mean, you have literally the entire campus because all students need to
I
do
mean,
laundry.
isn't that what a lot of laundromats are essentially?
Yeah,
Like near
essentially.
college campuses.
I mean, they
it
have laundry.
probably is.
Like,
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, they're all over the place, but like, yeah, that it's just an idea. It's just an idea. Um, but yeah, with that being said, Matt, do you want us to like, read up on any of the chapters in that buy and build, and we can just talk about it more next episode?
Yeah, yeah, we can do a semi business oriented episode next week. Yeah, if you guys want to talk about that, I'd like to talk about that. That's something that I'm like basically always thinking about. Is like right now all I'm doing is just trying to save money, and then if I find an opportunity, I also joined like this group on Facebook that's like small businesses for sale by owner
Oh,
on
that's
on
cool.
Facebook. So I'm like constantly looking at this thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Just to see like how much it's gonna cost and stuff. But I mean, there's a in that same book, right? He talks about like how it's not actually that difficult to buy like a pretty big business, because if you have like $100,000 down, like the bank will like loan you like up to like $650,000 or something like that for a small business.
Mm-hmm.
And like even a business at $650,000 is already in like the top 1% of all small businesses in the United States.
Oh, like if
So
they're costing that much or if they're worth that
yeah,
much.
yeah. I believe that's what that's what he said. I have to re-listen to that part, but
Mm-hmm.
basically he's saying like it's not that hard. And like there's even people in that group, in that Facebook group that I was talking about,
Yeah.
that are also saying like you you need to go establish an LLC, right? Set up the LLC and then start building up your business credit, which I don't know how to do yet. I need to figure that part out.
Mm-hmm.
That's the next. I think that's something that we should try to figure out at some point, right?
I like that. Yeah.
It's establish your business credit, and then that way you have like capital ready to go.
Right.
Soon as you find an opportunity that looks like it's gonna make sense, financially, right?
Gotcha.
So that's something that I would like to look into. Like maybe there's like, I don't know if I want to do restaurant, man. Restaurant is so risky. But if it's like a small place, like the kind of place that like me and you ate at the other day, the Vietnamese place,
Oh yeah,
right?
Nam's Pho. Mm-hmm. In the
If it was
Eastport. Yeah.
something small like that, and like maybe it might make sense to buy like a small place like that, and then me just like do my own thing in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or even if it's like like Cody Sanchez says, like a boring business that you know is just gonna be like easy to run, absentee, you don't have to be there, gonna make money, pretty much automatic, right? Like
Like
she
a
has
gas
her like,
station.
yeah, like she has her own like long list of like criteria that like she looks for in small businesses, and her like her whole portfolio goes and makes like I think $100 million in revenue per year.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like only like just small, what she calls boring businesses, like the the not trending stuff, right?
Gotcha.
So I'd be interested in something like that too. And it also makes sense because real estate market to me right now, like yeah, I would love to get into real estate, but interest rates are so high, doesn't really make sense to go real estate right now. Purchase prices are so high right now. Market value on like homes is like insane.
It's like
Like a house,
500K.
yeah, like
That's
and those
ridiculous.
those $500,000 homes were only like 250,000 like a few years ago. You
I
know what I
think it's
mean?
ridiculous
So
that you have to spend that much on like a $500,000 home. That's like you're halfway to $1 million home. It's like why not just save up another 500K and just buy $1 million home at that point? You know, that's just me. That's just me. I'm just like
yeah,
this is ridiculously priced. It's like these homes don't even look that good. They're tiny and they're literally halfway between a $500,000 home. Like what's the difference between a? I mean,
it's
obviously
just
there's a
because we have
huge
no
difference.
supply. We just have no supply. And some people are thinking like, oh, the supply is gonna eventually catch up, and then prices are gonna like stabilize, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is like once supply actually does get replenished, then all these people that have been like waiting to get into like a bigger house and like upgrade their smaller house are gonna eventually like swoop up those like bigger houses once the supply for those is like stabilized, and the interest rates are kind of coming down a little bit. But maybe then those houses that they get out of, then it'll be okay for like us, like first time home buyers, right? Like our age.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe there's hope. I don't know.
No, there's definitely hope. Just like where I'm at right now, my roommate got super lucky with the land, like the past landlord. Like how you're describing is like, oh, they've like there's these real estate owners. They've owned many homes in the past. Like this lady that owned this place, she left it for her daughter and her husband. But at this point, they found a place on their own, and their mom no longer needs this place because they have a place, one in like Florida and then another one somewhere on the West Coast. And she's just like, yeah, I don't need this place anymore. And my roommate was just lucky enough to be the first person, and she was like, all right, since this is like his first house, I'm gonna give it to him. Like, he was the first to do everything. There was like like I'm telling you, like you're saying, there's a long line of people waiting for homes, and he was just so lucky to be like, this is the house, I want to buy it, here's my offer. And she was like, all right, since this is your first home, I'm gonna be nice, I'm gonna give it to you. And
Dang,
yeah,
that's so
imagine
lucky.
getting
yeah,
just-
like
Did he get it at a good price too?
oh yeah. Like, I think he, like, the asking was, I think it was maybe like 350, and he went up like maybe a little bit more than that, just a little bit more than that. And for a condo like this in this location, like, if I had the money, I would probably do the same thing. Like, this is like the perfect location, I'd have to say. But let's try closing it out. So yeah, next week we'll talk more about that. Was it buying and building?
Yeah.
Read a couple chapters, or just skim, see what's interesting. We can talk more about the laundromat. Was it figure out how to build credit? See where that goes from there.
Figure this out, dude. Because we
Oh,
gotta get out of the
yeah.
rat race, man.
Oh no, 100%. Yeah, it's October.
Yeah.
I'm like, honestly, like this close to just being like, all right, here goes my LLC. Let's just see what happens, because I have plans, man. We all have plans. Let's just execute them.
You guys are familiar with the term "the rat race," though, right? It's like what he always says in Rich Dad Poor Dad is the rat race.
Oh yeah.
So that's why it's like stuck in my brain, because I just got done listening to that book as well.
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Rich Dad Poor Dad, yeah.
No, yeah, that's a good book.
Crazy thing about that book is, like, I remember a long time ago in Colorado, like, my friend Tony Nguyen, he tried to get me to read that book one time,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember it specifically, and I was like, all right, I might get around to it, and I just never did. And this was like, dude, how many years ago was this? This was before I joined the army.
It's funny you said that, because when I was a little kid, like in middle school, elementary school, I remember seeing that book in like my parents' bathroom.
Yeah.
And I was like, whatever, I don't care. And then it was like during the pandemic, my brother, he had a friend who was like, you should read this book. And then he told me like I should read it too. I'm not sure if he, like, it took us a while to get to it, but like when I got around to like reading it, I was like, okay. It's like, I feel like some people are like, oh, so this is like a step how to guide on how to do things. It's not. I would curb your expectations. That's not what it is. It's more of like a mental change. It's all up here. Like, you need to be thinking a certain way, right? It's like, to have a step-by-step guide is like, yeah, that's wishful thinking. That's what I was going into it, but no, it's more of like a mental shift. It's like, okay, so this is how I should be looking on how to operate business-wise, and adopting these new, I guess, I don't know, mental skills, like thought process.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I would have actually took Tony's advice back then and actually read that book,
Mhm.
Fucking in 2004.
Ooh, yeah.
However long, you know what I mean? Like, almost 20 years ago. Who knows where I would be right now in my life? You know what I mean? Because that book is literally, it makes you like realize, like, you're never gonna get ahead if you're always working for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, they're only ever gonna pay you like whatever like standard market value is, and they're never gonna pay you more than that.
Yep.
And it's like, you have to realize at some point that you have to pave your own way. Like, you have to, small business like literally is the only way. It's the only way to live like a comfortable life where you're not basically a slave to somebody else's business. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? So
No, yeah, I like to explore your business in the Philippines. You know, what kind of business it was, like in a future podcast, like not right
Yeah.
now. Like I want to explore your business in the Philippines, where you think you went good, like correct, like what
Right.
good moves you made, and like obviously, I mean, there are some mistakes that you made along the way that you would like to share
For sure.
with our audience. That'd be nice. But yeah, in a future podcast, probably next podcast, if we have time for that. But you know, that's something I would like to explore.
Yeah, for sure we could do that.
All
All right. Good job today, guys.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry I'm not too in the conversation. I'm just kind of like still kind of out of it. So, but next podcast I'll be full steam ahead.
Sounds
All right.
good, man. Get well soon.
Yeah. Thing.
I'm gonna go eat some pho now.
Okay, I might order some pho. So, see how that works.
Oh, it sounds like you definitely need it, man.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, guys, it's been good hanging out with y'all.
Yeah.
Are we doing the outro or like is that just gonna be
No,
put
that's
in?
just gonna get edited into this.
Okay, okay.
That's what.
Alright.
That's why we did it, man.
With yeah, we did. But yeah. Well, it's been good hanging out with you guys. See you when I see y'all, and yeah.
Sounds good.
Peace.
Yeah, have a nice
See
week,
you
guys.
on Friday, I guess.
Yeah, Friday. Yeah. All right. Cool. Peace, guys.
Later.
Deuces.